China Daily, 30th of January 2024, Geopolitics puts trade between China and Canada in danger. China used the two Michaels as hostages to intimidate Canada. According to a poll conducted by the Canada-China Business Council, geopolitical and bilateral issues have displaced traditional business obstacles that often obstruct trade between Canada and China. The poll, which was done in collaboration with the Rotman Institute for International Business, looked at the most critical topics for Canadian businesses doing business in China and Chinese companies doing business in Canada the previous year. Previous surveys have continuously shown declining sentiment and performance trends, and the current study reflected a constant fall in measures relating to performance and attitudes toward business interactions. Sarah Kuchelikos, Executive Director and Chief Operating Officer of the Canada-China Business Council, told reporters during last week's webinar that it's all about politics. According to her, geopolitical tensions have become a significant factor, overshadowing the conventional business obstacles that still hinder operations. For strategic economic growth, the business community in Canada has lobbied for closer relations between China and Canada. According to the survey, geopolitical threats, bilateral relations, and China-US relations are Canadian firms' top problems. On a weighted average scale, policy-related barriers received the highest scores and were mentioned the most. Kuchelikos declared, "It's bad for everyone but worse for Canada." According to the survey, travel is significantly impacted by government policy. Nearly 70% of respondents cited the lack of direct flights and longer journey times as the main obstacles to travel. Notwithstanding China's early recovery from the COVID-19 epidemic, survey data indicated that the pandemic had a lasting impact on trade between Canada and China. Roughly half of the participants reported a decrease or curtailment of their activities, while 19% postponed business matters due to travel limitations. Experts advise that active participation is essential to acquire knowledge and effectively compete at the speed of the Chinese market. According to the survey, 36% of Canadian businesses see China as a market for export or sales, and 30% are in China because their clients or consumers demand it. These findings highlight China's significance in international commerce. Despite obstacles, 43% intend to grow their company in China in 5 years. Competition from the United States and Australia, which have closer ties to China than Canada, has helped enhance diplomatic relations. Based on 45 years of building commercial ties between Canada and China, we have continuously expected favorable developments in the bilateral environment, according to Kuchelikos.